NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
We go! Pushing Bill! Hey, block it!
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
Ready, set.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Johnson.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So after the INT, it's Allen. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, right back to Hall.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action. Now it's Allen.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Antonio Gibson with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. There's Hall bringing in another one.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
After one, 7-3 the score. On EA. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
The Jaguars at 8-2 on the year. They come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On 2nd and 9, Allen.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Lawrence's throw taken in by Slayton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Gibson again.
Uses the stiff arm.
50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hey, Alpha!
On 1st down, Lawrence
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Gibson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Gibson again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Antonio Gibson,
his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On play action, Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence
looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Once more, Gibson.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ball on a give up the middle.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen from the gun on third down.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Ball again on second down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Allen. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it with Hall off the option.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Amari Barno getting there to make the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hall again on second down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Hall.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and through. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's Gibson to start the drive. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15.
Allen now looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now Allen, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Hall.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On first down, Allen.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
To the air, Allen. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. One final try here for Allen. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Throwing is Allen.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
From the 10.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Straight ahead is Hall. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Now the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Lawrence picked by his former teammate at Clemson, Andrew Booth.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here's Hall again.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.